Got it. Done and got it. Right? Oh, I thought I hit it with my fingers.
Got it.
Let me boom, hit that right there. All righty, y'all. Here we go. Ski doski. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey. Here in Morocco at Northwestern Maxim. How are you? Guys, I'd like to welcome you to our 7-day tropic medical astro weather report. We're doing a freestyle Wednesday flash testimony, all righty. Brother Sean said last cycle, one of the testimonies I did was like 10 seconds long. I was like, really? Let's see if we can do this like flash testimony thing with what we see. Because we kind of got some quick eyes and can read the chart pretty fast, to be very honest with you. But it's not about fast. We're just testing other parts of our faculties when it comes to reading a chart, right? However, guys, I like to also have introduced himself, our beloved brother in whom we are well pleased, and he is...
Islam, Brother Sean, me L, you already know well, and my brothers also call me
I forgot to do this part, bro.
You about to be the Astro Twister today.
Yo, we're Astro Twister today. We're Astro Bone Thugs in Harmony, right? You are hilarious, bro. Grab a little bit of this here, right? Doing a little bit of grabbing some of the description and stuff. So we can at least have a thumbnail up and something when we go to share this out. And then we're going to do our flash testimony and see if we can do this in under 30 minutes, guys. That's what we're seeing what we can do in under 30 minutes. I think total we have what, like 25 testimonies total or something like that, bro? You have 15, I got 10. All right. So I think we can knock it out, right? In 25 minutes. I think we can do it less than that because we know what to look for, right? And it's an exercise pertaining to us knowing our keyword protocol that we've actually set for ourselves. And people get to learn our keyword protocol. They want to be a part of, Seven He'll start certifying them for astrology. Now, some people out there in their Negro Black colored mindsets, I don't need to be certified. That's the white man stuff. Thank you very much. That is my stuff. I thank you for recognizing that.
Oh, yeah. Just like your white man license and your white man's marriage license and your white man's mortgage. Okay.
Well, they're dealing with the black man stuff because that pale skin is the black
quote unquote white man.
Yeah, it's funny how people think the pale skin whose skin is actually not only pale but peach is white. Like it's so funny when you're not under that social engineering and then emotionally attached to it. Ooh, what's the problem? Why are they saying they white and the white man ain't white and the white man black? That's how you gonna let them have our words? You're an idiot. And you're gonna have to get over that. Stop. Do you see that you are what people say? You can tell a broke nigga anything. You're a broke nigga. That's just what and stop, because remember, the word nigger is actually pertaining to a chimpanzee. You got to remember, if you're not the one whose blood has been mixed with, the Moabite and the chimpanzee, then you might want to stop taking on titles that have nothing to do with you. Right? Stop being so emotionally attached. Like, oh, black is this, and oh, those white people did that to us. You weren't there. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really were there, you would know that white pertains to status, and you are graced every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with white men freely giving you astrology and civics, right? I know. You look at our skin complexion and be like, they're crazy to call themselves white. Actually, you're an idiot to not be able to clearly see that I'm white. And I'm not talking about my skin complexion. I'm talking about my status, period. You see, I and my brothers wear fezzes that are not pinned down. Those that have pinned down fezzes with jewels on them, they are our servants. Never get that twisted. If the Shriners are keepers of the shrine, who is the shrine? All shrines point to yourself. There we go. Look at that. Brother Sean, are you pointing to yourself, man?
All fingers, I mean.
All fingers? We pointing all fingers to we're the shrine. All right. So
Daddy, what do I look like? A real white man.
You think the sons that I and my baby are bringing up or raising up, they're not going to know that they're clearly white, and they're going to know. Don't be disrespectful. However, never call the pale skin white. You don't give up your birthright like that. That's an idiot move. So we'll be clear that our babies don't do stupid shit like that. However, there are tons of people out here raising their babies to be black and stuff, and then don't recognize when a life raft is being thrown at them. Then they think, oh, look, those brothers sound condescending right now. What does this have to do with astrology? It has everything to do with it, because when you actually know your astrology, you'll know yourself. Man, know thyself and thy father God Allah. Mind, know yourself in the process which mother chose to call upon all balanced law pertaining to the zodiac. However, if you're someone who's understudied, you'll get offended by what I'm saying. And this is the part where I'll be like, ugh, sucks, your ears are so sensitive, got you feeling like a little bitch and everything. But it's all good. You'll get over it. You'll get over it. I mean, Brother Sean, you want to add your wisdom there, bro? I yield.
Oh, come on, bro, man. Being black is all I know, man. My mama was, my granddaddy was, my great. Okay, but do you want the truth or not? You know, it's just that I feel like folks really don't know what to. Well, most Americans way, but I think they're so comfortable and comfortable and secure and a lot an illusion. And since everybody else is doing it, and I guess, as Prophet Noble Julius said, he's going to make the European tell the truth, and he's told the truth, but I don't know, man. It's just part of their identity. They don't want to let go.
And to our pale-skinned sons and daughters, the real niggas, right? The real black man and black woman. You guys know we're not being mean. And we say this a lot because maybe sometimes people are like, well, I don't know why they have to keep bringing up that black and white issue. It's old. It's over. We're not in slavery times no more. Because people need to really still know to this day who is naturally supposed to
this day
and who was grafted and given pardon to remain here until completely absorbed by either the earth from death or absorbed through cross-sexualization. That's it. I get it. Some people just want that to be a Masonic secret, the rest of their existences and all their, existences for their loved ones in the future, which is we call the the dimensions to manifest, right? However, guys, you know what we do here. Not only do we give you astrology, we give you solid truth and then tell you, go and prove us wrong. God, please. The last thing Brother Hassan wants you to do is believe anything he says. Please, because when you go to try to prove me wrong, guess what? You're doing research. Yay! Yay! Look at you doing research and shit. You're a dumbass until you, recognize the real knowledge and information, and you're no longer a dumbass. And then I can be like, look, come on over here. Come on, give us a hug, spiritually speaking, right? So that you can take yourself out of socially engineered emotionalisms given to you by beings who seek to only keep you in mental slavery. But then you got your brothers here, right? Your free white brothers, right? These white men right here. See, all fingers pointing at the white men, right? So with that being said, we come and throw you a life raft, and we expect you to reject it in your nigger mindset, and when I mean niggered up, I mean like, especially Negro. Negro means dead. So in your dead mindset, right, your Negro, black, colored, right, dead mindset, all mean dead. Negro, black, and colored is all something dead. Anything that's colored has been painted, stained, varnished, or dyed. Died. Anyway, with with that being said, this is where people have to stop speaking out of their emotions and how they're tied to certain crayons in the Crayola box, and then really just get to really recognizing when people are sincerely sharing with you, so that you can stop being in jurisprudence. People that are mostly tied to colors and of their skin and being called black, you would be lawfully called an idiot. And then you would have to go and look up idiot, preferably in Henry Campbell's Black's Law's 3rd and 4th editions. They're really the ones that you just, You get the all of it, really. So you can get not only references to what those terms denote, however, you can check out the case laws that's there also to go and see how things have been used, go and look at the so-called court opinions and things of that nature. What you'll eventually lead to is not wanting to be just a part of some group. You'll be free from the mindset pertaining to colorism, right?
It's not a group. It's like, once again, like Prophet said, linking yourself back to the nation of families. It's not, oh, these brothers just wear group, they wear their feathers, man, I want to be part of that club. It's not a club. It's your birthright. It's your ancient foremothers and forefathers. And if you can go read The Divine Warning by Prophet Noble Drew Ali, and you can still call yourself terms that allude to slavery, you're definitely gonna be repeating another cycle like you did the last one.
But bro,
like if you don't,
Brother Sean, I thought Moor really meant black. I love it.
Oh yeah, you was lied to.
I love when people say that stupid shit. What you say though, bro?
You was lied to.
Yeah, basically.
Like how much money did you pay for that package they were selling you? How much? How much did you pay?
They got their stats correct to super idiots. I'm going to go correct. I'm going to go to Islam, bro. I'm going to go to a status correction seminar and really be a super idiot. That's what I think people do, man, in their blackness. You know, hey, I want to be blacker than what I already am, and it's like, stop it. You know what I mean? That's why I said, man, all free white men, all the white men in the place, right, on the Zoom, point to yourself. Like Brother Sean said, all fingers. Right? You might as well just take the hand, like hands like this, and just do that, and be like, here's what white men look like. Right? Because anything else is just us. It's the same when a 7-year-old's like, me and Tommy are going to hang out. And it's like, who's Tommy? My imaginary friend. It's like, let's just go with it for now until we let them know there's, only people that believe imaginary friends are people that give their money in collection plates 3 times on a Sunday. So you're definitely not that. So, I'm not knocking those of you that like giving your finances to imaginary entities that do nothing for you. Nothing, because all you're doing is just giving your financial energies into a collection plate 1 to 3 times on a Sunday, which is just saying like, yes, I love giving my finances for my ignorance. It's like, what kind of reverse tuition is that?
Like, hey man, make sure you throw some D's on that Cadillac, man. What I gave you. Make sure you throw some D's on that.
We're gonna help Paso get his jet. Anyway, how come he's not getting you the means to actually be free from Negro Black color mindset? Like why be an idiot? Do you know what I'm saying? Why be an idiot? Open 642, peaceful greetings to you also. They say scientifically speaking, and our beloved son in whom I well please. He's our beloved. And when I say son, because people sometimes may think like, dang, yo, you actually call grown Albion men and women sons and daughters. Yeah, because first of all, I disclose I'm not being mean. You see what I'm saying? First of all, I'm not. I just think no one should be lied to. And I know Albions have feelings too, just like those of us that are with various copper toned skin, those of us that have various olive shade skin. And I do call John Alexander Dix Bay one of our beloved sons in whom we're well pleased, just like we did with Muslim's son. You see what I'm saying? It's just that at the end of the day, people are at different levels in this comprehension. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, I love it, especially like when John Alexander pops up, Mary Bagnashi pops up, JLV. That's Jennifer Lynn. I love when she pops up. Different Albion sons and daughters do actually support us and pop up. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a good thing, right? And we'll see you guys in class soon. We'll probably be a little late because we're going to do this flash testimony. Like me and Brother Sean have like superly agreed. Like we're just going flash testimony, flash testimony, right? So if I'm correct, pardon me, correct again. It's Thursday for you, Friday for me. And Brother Jag is supposed to be flash testimony in Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. Did we got that correct now? All right. And when I go to show the screen, I'm just going to actually share this real quick. So give me 1 second. I'm actually looking for a way to share this to the Telegram group real quick. Like, even though I know, but we're going to flash testimony. Brother Sean said I did a testimony in under 10 seconds. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I mean by flash testimony. Let's see what we can do. 25 testimonies. 25 testimonies, 10 seconds each. Honestly, with us even changing it, yo, we should be done in 15 minutes or less. What y'all think?
Is that right? No.
I'm just saying, what you think?
Yeah, I'll give it like 15, 20. I think we could be, in and out.
All right. That'll work, man. Let me copy this real quick. Share it to the Lawful Living Telegram, right? Anybody else in the chat besides Open 642 and John Alexander? Anyone else in there?
Let me see.
Copy this real quick. Share it to the
Mother Sahar.
Hey, Mother Sahar. Peace and greetings to you, beloved mother.
Oh, yes, man. We love you too. We love you all.
Indeed. I'm going to let them know this is Freestyle Wednesday, right? That's what we're going to tell them, right? Freestyle Wednesday.
With a flash.
Flash testimonies, right? And that's what we're going to do. Testimonies in under 15 seconds, right? And this is what we want you guys to do, even with the loved ones that you share with. What we want you to do is let us know if these energies are immediately like registering with you. Like, does it resonate?
Garbage.
Does it resonate with you now, or as the time goes along, right? Let us know how it is, because we can sit here and give drawn out testimonies in detail. I mean, that's what we're really good at, honestly. Like, we're internationally certified professional astrologers, and we're Moorish American, which means we're not stuck all in the soup of USA as a country and what other idiot stuff people say, the black people and our nation of Americans. Stop it. Stop it. You sound like a federal agent when you talk like that. Alrighty, just stop it.
Federal agent, man.
Like, seriously, stop talking like that, and stop looking for us to sympathize with people that don't know what we know. Like, that's not how you help rehabilitate people. You don't help rehabilitate people by giving them, you're trying to rehabilitate someone off of heroin. You don't keep giving them doses of heroin while you going through a rehabilitation. Like, no, that's not how shit works. All right. So don't expect me to be someone who, hold on, man, my grandmama and them listening, they don't really understand those. So can you be kinda? No. Okay, no. Because I'm pretty sure. Okay. Let's ask your grandmama. Grandma, you like man lied to? Which one of your family members can lie to you now just so they can get in your purse real quick? Because if that's the case, then grandma don't need to be watching this shit. She need to be getting lied to by Rufus and them. You know what I mean? Uncle Paulie and Uncle Rufus and Aunt Marion, who be in and off a glass dick every once in a while because she get high off a coke. That's what grandma need to be watching, I guess. Because watching Seven Hill Star is going to do nothing but upset your fantasy. I'm trying to tell you. Oh, when you walk by every line, we're going to tell you the truth. I'm trying to tell you. We're going to tell you the motherfucking truth. And not care exactly how you feel about it, honestly.
You hungry?
And there's nothing you can do. You can't say, oh, well, I'm going to get violent if I see these brothers. Shit me. That's a no, honestly. Just to put that out there. And then on top of that, you just got to put your energy into the right things, right? Don't be an asshole. All righty. And don't try to, put your asshole-ish ass spirit on us. You know what I mean? Because what we're actually doing, whoa. Hey, yo, brother Corey's hilarious. Yo, y'all, I just
yo, we've been on it all morning, yo.
Yo, I've been, I've been doing the daddy thing, right? So it's like, I didn't even see that in the chat. That's fucking hilarious, actually. I just saw that. But look, man, it is what it is. We already know there's going to be a lot of people that we're around. They're going to learn the hard way. You see what I'm saying? Because they want to be so into, well, I don't have to be something specific to have this. And you know what we do? We just, in my experience, I just watch their fall. That's why Brother Corey says, like, I'm the kind death angel. And that's what I think a lot of people don't recognize. Like, technically, whether all the brothers accept it or not, because not everyone has expressed it like I have, but we're all death angels. And the reason why we're death angels, because we tell the truth, watch people reject it, and then watch them lose their life slowly but surely. I like,
bro, what was that one song? I keep on falling.
yo, and that's the thing.
I keep on falling in and out because they rejected truth.
I don't be wishing death on people. I just know when people reject what it is that Seven Hill Star brings, and we're not trying to get in your purse or your pussy, and you reject it, it's like, damn, yo, like, sometimes I get flashes of when people are no longer going, either they're no longer be around me or in my sphere of operation, or they're going to die spiritually and then physically. And it happens every time. I've seen people really lose their mind. And it was supposed to be like super Moorish American. And it's like, where are they now? You know what I mean? That's why you can't put your hand at this gospel plow and then be around it. And this is another thing I want to put out there too. Do you guys know that Prophet Noble Jarlee put out there two things? Some of my good Moors are still in the church. That's one thing. And then another thing he put out there is when a Moor steps into a church, it immediately ceases to being a church and it's a temple. Like, did you guys know that? How about how you like those pomegranates? It ceases to be a church and is immediately a temple. So it doesn't matter where we are. And I've had times where I've been in churches, in my fez and everything, in my garments, in my fez, and there's people that's mad and upset is what's coming out of my mouth. But it's like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm reading the same book that you're reading. It's just I have comprehension and you have belief. So don't be mad at me. All right. So with that being said, what'd you say?
Where are they now? Oh, where are they now? Oh,
yeah, that's what I said, man.
Somewhere like, losing their mind.
I love it when people are overly logical, especially when they're a woman. It's like, ooh wee. Like, it's rare to see a woman be logical, but when they're overly logical, shit, bro. That's like, ooh. All right, man. Let me sit over here and move out the way because that pendulum about to swing and, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but they don't want to believe it because they're headstrong. They got their own way of thinking. They don't think they have to be something. And it's like, okay. See, don't think just Seven Hill Star pops up at places and support people's functions because we didn't see what they could be. What we actually see is that, you know, you're about to lose yourself. You know, and the reason you're going to lose yourself because you have a point to prove in your foolishness. You know, so anybody who thinks they are the most intelligent being in the bunch, remember, they're the fool. So you never really want to be in a situation where you're the most intelligent being around everyone. You know, that's why I don't mind going to sit at other people's feet and learning whatever it is they're sharing, you know, despite what I know. And sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah, remind me of this. And I'll still actually know what it is. However, it's just like, you know, let's spread that energy so people can, you know, actually be human. However, sometimes we just watch people mimic our language without making the full commitment. It's like, okay. And I get it. Why Brother Hassan can be called an asshole or people look to try to retaliate at different times. And it's fine with me. I know I win in the end, though. Always. I've been watching it happen for the past 8.5 years. I keep winning. All I do is win. Just saying. So With that being said, let's share the screen here. All right. All right, so that's not it. Where is, oh, here it is. Boom, shakalaka. This is what I am looking for here. So guys, let's just start out with this one right here. All right. This is our 7 Hill Star Astro Calendar, March Aries 2023 to February Pisces 2024. Quote, time never was when man was not, end quote. We're quoting El Hajj Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali doing religious corporate activity via affidavit being Prophet Noble Drew Ali. No one can supersede that. And I laugh when I watch people trying to. This is why I make sure people are conscious about what Prophet Noble Drew Ali has done before they fall. Nothing goes good when you start making plans during a Mercury retrograde or a moon void of course. Nothing. It always fails. So, you know, sometimes you just got to get what you can get so that you can help out your people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've like the Nation of Islam, Muhammad's Temple of Islam #1, and where I took my Kalima Shahada. You see what I'm saying? I took my Kalima Shahada there. You know what I mean? And with taking my Kalima Shahada there, it's funny. That building doesn't even exist anymore. It no longer exists. And it's not that it no longer exists because it was a bad place or anything like that. It's just, you know, people sold the land and now it's a freaking Family Dollar and Family Dollar parking lot. You know what I'm saying? However, there's institutions I've been to before and be able to grow, and then that institution is no longer there. No matter how many people I've invited to it. But there's obviously something that went wrong with the head of that institution. So it's best to stay in harmony with Prophet Noble Drew Ali instead of thinking it's something that you don't have to do. Okay. Okay. So we're dealing with the moon cycle here that has the earth sign Taurus, the bull, anciently and contemporarily ruled by Venus, and the air sign Gemini, the twins, anciently and contemporarily ruled by Mercury. This is the moon cycle termed May, right? For May 2023, we're dealing with the 11th to the 17th. Starting off, the 11th here is our beloved brother, whom we're well pleased, brother Sean Aleem L. He's going to go in on the 11th there with that one testimony. Then with Friday, it is I, Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey, and we're only giving flash testimonies, guys. All righty. So when we start to do these flash testimonies, we're going to time it. I'm going to look at my clock and see what time it is once we start, because I know we did quite an introduction because I was just doing my best to get things shared or whatever, so to speak, just editing on the fly there. All righty. And then for the, and I got a moon void of course for about an hour and 24 minutes, where it's my last testimony. Moon goes void of course when moon sextiles Jupiter. Then brother Terrell starts off on the 13th with Luna ingressing Pisces 39 minutes after midnight there, 39 minutes after 0000 hour. Then he also has Sunday also right there. And he's out of moon void of course. Brother Jack has a moon void of course for about 4 hours and 59 minutes for his last testimony. Alrighty, for the 14th, where Luna is conjunct Neptune. Then on the 15th, it is I, Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey, will start with that Luna ingress into Aries. Alrighty. Then for the 16th, it is Brother Sean Aleem L for the 16th with that one. Brother Sean only has 2 freaking testimonies. I just realized that, bro.
Ah, dang, it must be 2 signs.
Hey, yo, you only got 2 testimonies, bro. That is amazing. All righty. And then, whoa, what's going on there? And then for the 17th, closing us out in flash testimony style will be Brother Terrell Tamari Bay. So Brother Terrell's got the load, man. Brother Sean's got 2. I've got 9. And Brother Terrell's got 9 plus 6. Yeah. Right? 9 plus 6 is 15. Okay. Looky, Astro Cookie. So it's about 26 testimonies, right? Well, then count the ingress into Taurus. After that void, of course, moon, what Brother Terrell has for that is 3 hours and 17 minutes, right? Brother Terrell has that one also. All right. So with that being said, guys, let's get it started. All right, let's get this joint going now. Right, and let me go and shareth the screeneth on over here. And I said okay to that. And let's share the screen. Right, get that shared right there, as Brother Sean would say, right there. All right. So come on, chart. Come on, do the chart thing that you do. All right, so
bro, you gonna give me the remote control after I guess I'm done? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, all sunrises are between 20 and 27 degrees Taurus for this cycle. So all fifth lunar mansion stuff, you guys. Probably a good time to get your hair taken care of, some good matrimonial times. Also good for you, I guess, taking on some energies to make some more finances for yourself in some way, shape, or form, right? Work on your crafts, work on your business. And we yield the floor to our beloved brother, whom we're well pleased, Brother Shah and Aline L.
Islam, bro. All right. So we have sunrise here for May 11th, 2023. For the Thursday, right? We have sun at 20 degrees, 28 minutes. So I guess just for this morning, story time. For some, maybe someone's gonna rise and tell their children a story, or maybe someone's gonna have story time in their dreams, right? Connecting with your ancestors, getting information and clarity to your situation for things in the now or things to come. And with Venus ruling over that in a second. Yeah, story time, value in story time, or finding ways to tell your stories. And with that, I will yield the floor. Next up, for the only one for the day, we have a lunar Mercurian square. And put a 1 in the chat if you think Brother, well, I mean, it's pretty sure Brother Jag's probably gonna have more than me for 6 houses.
Yeah,
7's for me. But next up, we have Luna making a square with Mercury. So this is just maybe some emotional challenges here, or whatever way you can look at it. It can be emotionally challenged of trying to get your point across, or it could be stimulating of finding ways to communicate when you're feeling like you're blocked. And whether that's really you don't know what to say. Let's see. Mercury's in the 11th, right? Retrograde and Taurus. Luna's in the 8th house. So yeah, finding ways to communicate, learning through the internet. Maybe someone's going to pick up a course, speaking course, or maybe someone's going to take their college course, right? Quote unquote public speaking here. Maybe having a breakthrough on an expansion there. And yeah, just learning how to communicate and finding ways to be heard when you feel like you're not heard. But that starts internally and then it moves externally. And with that, Brother Sean will deal the floor and pass it on to Brother Hassan. That testimony.
Islam, man. I'm bringing up this right here on my phone. Wanted to look at the calendar myself too. Sunrise is actually taking place at 21 degrees. And guys, again, this is within the fifth lunar mansion. Like you said, it's good for about everything except, partnerships. Not so great for partnerships, according to the Gayatalakim or the Picatrix, as some would say. All righty. And again, we see there the fifth house. Of course, fifth house cusp is on Leo. So guys, at this time, just really find some value in what it is that you bring and going towards being the leader in your loved one's life, especially to the children. With that, I yield the floor. Right. Water travel for 21 degrees also, right? So maybe people will be taking on some water travel activities. I don't know, maybe you're boogie boarding or things like that, right? So in some type of surfing of some sort, right? All right,
totally, dude.
Totally, dude. All right, so Mercury is sextiling Saturn here, right? And really with Mercury sextile and Saturn, we can really get some essential growth out of how we're communicating. And what is going to happen for collectively, where the essential growth to communicate is actually taking place. It's in the area of life that will actually be pertaining to. It's interesting too. Computer too. I really did. Totally reset the computer. So just to see it kind of jump off like this is very interesting. But that is going to actually occur. Really? What just happened? Really? Did it just stop and then did it again? That's interesting. All right. So 3 degrees, Pisces, 12 minutes is where?
Hold on 1 second, bro. I hit that double back button. I got you on April.
Okay. No worries.
So let me get you to May, if I may.
No worries, no worries. So again, guys, essential growth through our communication. That's really my flash testimony. I'll just let you know what area it's going to actually happen in collectively, like what area collectively. However, guys, go to seventhillstar.com. Make sure you sign up for our Mirror Astro Literacy session as well as the Mental Magician Report. Alrighty. So all the bros qualified to give not only mirror sessions, however, they're also giving reports. You just know that usually we say you can get your mirror Astro Literacy session, which I think is prime. It's the most important thing, right, for you to have. One of the most important things for you to have, right? So yes, we're looking for the May 12th. It's interesting that it's doing that. So do this. Go click the apply date up top. Click apply date.
Apply date. Or the date, boom.
So it'll take you to May 11th, right? And when it the Mercury sextile Saturn, you can hit the next button there, right? Find time of aspect, right? And we're having some essential growth in our communication. Even right now, it's interesting, right? Even with what I said, like I just got to the essentials. Click that button, and then we'll be able to click that button, right? So even expressing that, that's another thing I love about astrology. Even when you speak about it before the transit actually happens, there's some remnants of it that's actually right there the whole time, actually, right? So let's see what it's got for us, right? Let's just double check. All right. So that's correct, right? For the 12th May 2023 at 0400 hours, 41 minutes and 34 seconds, or 4:41:34 anti-meridian Eastern from our perspective here near the Baltimore Corporation, Maryland State Republic. Now, with that being said, guys, we see Saturn's at 6 degrees, Pisces, 9 minutes, right? While it is actually in the 11th house, actually. So it's having some accidental dignity there in the 11th, while in the second whole sign house, right? Second whole sign house from where it's comfortable in Aquarius, right? So really bringing some spiritual value in that essential communication, especially with Mercury in the first retrograde, with us being able to go back and do some self-reflection with that essential communication, where we're able to allow ourselves to grow and be able to take our ideals in a very nurturing fashion, with Mars ruling the ascendant while in the 4th house in Cancer. And with that, I yield the floor. Next, we're having Luna square Uranus, alrighty? And just essentially, with that being said, we're just really making some sudden changes. The people are stimulating themselves by making some sudden changes, alrighty? So and it's very interesting because Uranus is actually, it's in Taurus in the 12th house, right? Ruling over the 10th, while the 12th is under the rulership of Mars in the 3rd in Cancer. So what we can actually do is find a means to really communicate how we stand amongst ourselves and our loved ones while we're there in the group. Make sure that we are able to secure ourselves, have a self-esteem worthy enough to really be fortunate in how we stand amongst people, and really be able to make those stimulating sudden changes in our lives by really expressing security, by allowing yourselves to be vulnerable, actually, so maybe you have to isolate your feelings of caring about what people think about and just really allow yourself to be you unapologetically. And with that, I yield the floor. The next testimony that I have for the 12th, it is the luminaries are squaring. So there's a stimulation between the subconscious mind and the ego. All right, and that stimulation between the subconscious mind and the ego is happening within the 8th and the 11th houses. So we got to be very, very secure. We're actually going to find a way to, put the spotlight on our mother's mother. So when it comes to you kicking it with your grandmom, right? Grandmother may have some things to share with you that you really need to comprehend and really think about. She may give you something that you can pass down to your little ones. Maybe you're inheriting something from, and because I'm not a doom and gloom astrologer, but maybe your mother's mother or your mother yourself has made some form of transition, and then the grandmother has some things to share with you so that you can be strong and moving forward when it comes to that. Or maybe someone is shining a light by being some form of, if not grandmother, they're able to be someone else's mother. Maybe it's someone who's able to be a mother to you in place of maybe some mother who has decided to transition, or you're finding a means to take some tips from an older woman in terms of getting value out of your garden. All right, because the 8th house is second to the 7th, and the 11th house, the 2nd to the 10th. So when it really comes to partnering with your status, you may be able to find some value in inheriting some joint energies by taking advice from those that can really help you do for others by making sure your garden is great. Maybe you're someone who wants to actually garden for the sake of other people being able to have fresh fruits and vegetables. All right. So with that, I yield the floor. My next testimony for the 12th is there's a sextile between Mercury and Venus. So a Mercurial Venusian sextile. And here we can really allow ourselves to really find opportunity in possessing some very valuable, short-term travel. You may be someone who is like a messenger, right? And maybe in you being a messenger, maybe you're one who's on a bike, you're cutting through, different land conveyances while you're traveling on the road and on the sidewalk, right? On the street or the sidewalk. And somebody will actually probably reward you with your efforts here and really let you know that they really appreciate the things that you have done for them as well as other people. Maybe people are allowing themselves also to provide a gift for you that was all locally organized. And you see Mercury's there, 6 degrees Taurus evenly, while Venus is at 6 degrees. And, it's very interestingly so. Mercury's in the 4th and Venus is in the 7th with accidental dignity while in Cancer, right? So with that being said, you may be gifted with some food. Someone may offer you some food for free, all right, due to the fact that you've been recognized to be someone who is a good being within the neighborhood, right? Maybe there's someone who from your past, maybe they feel like you were really tough on them. And now they see the value of you being as nurturing as you were. And what they would like to do is just really thank you and give you a token of appreciation for you not quote unquote being hard on them. However, as much as you actually not giving up on them where everyone else has, because both the rulers for this, which is interesting, because Mars in the 7th is ruling over Mercury and Mercury is ruling over Venus while this is happening. So let's say Mars is final dispositor, really Mercury. So there's this means to really just be thankful and grateful for those in your past that have shared some things with you that's actually made you a much better member pertaining to society. And with that, I yield the floor. Last but not least, we have a sextile between Luna and Jupiter. Luna and Jupiter. So we can really allow the people to find some ways to expand. This is an opportunity to expand. So allow yourself to go out and speak to the people. 29 degrees Aquarius, 11 minutes is where Luna is, and 29 degrees, 11 minutes Aries is where Jupiter is. All righty. So that's what you can actually see there, right? Luna's in the 2nd house. Jupiter is clearly in the 4th. So make sure when you make this expansion, really bring some value to the communication. Show people what it is that you bring as far as your craft or whatever product you want to serve to the people so you can further expand. Show them how this is useful in their home. And with that, I yield the floor to Brother Terrell Tamari Bay. If did he come back yet? Because I know he said he flashed out for a bit.
No, not yet.
All right, it's on you, bro. Go and do your thing. I yield the floor to you, bro. Islam.
Indeed. Right, we got sun for day, sunrise at 0500 hours 59 minutes, sun at 22 degrees. So here just a day to structure oneself, and you can go after what your idea of success is, but not to do it at any cost, especially if it comes to harming others or to doing things that you wouldn't normally do, and just respecting that. With that, I'll yield the floor. Next up, we have the lunar ingress into Pisces, right? And we have this ingress occurring in the 1st house. All right, so this is just some home spirituality and self-values and identity. So yes, probably for the next 2 to 2.5 degrees as a new beginning to implement some practices that you see for yourself, whether that's doing yoga, whether that's painting, or going to take a dip in the lake or a river of some sorts, going hiking, and really looking to embrace one's philosophical gifts and natures, and then expand upon that's in one's mind while restricting things that don't give way to expand your mind in your local community, in your home. And with that, I will yield the floor. All right, next up, we have a Venusian Saturnian trine, which is looky. Right, so we have Venus there in the 4th house, all right, 6 degrees Cancer, Saturn's in the 12th house, and it's joy. Looky. So I would just say for Venus, it's beauty and value. Saturn is restrictions and boundaries. So just finding joy and harmony and not giving your value away and just valuing what ye has. Moon is also there in that 12th house with Saturn. Yeah, so there's some restrictions coming. So maybe cutting oneself off of just emotional things that don't, really bring that higher vibration of yourself. Venus is in the 4th, so this is just beautifying one's home. So maybe putting the little ones on some kind of schedule if they're, discipline, maybe a fact, or if they're not strict enough. And Jupiter and Neptune are on the chart, and they're in the 1st and the 2nd. So maybe just some organization here and really letting the light shine in one's belief in philosophical ways, and just teaching the little ones to be optimistic even when the illusions of the physical show different. With that, I'll yield the floor. All right, next up, we have a lunar Mercurian sextile. So this is a growth opportunity between your emotions and your communication. So, say what you need to say for that way. Let's see, where that Luna's in the 8th, Mercury's in the 10th, right? Occurring 3 houses away from each other. Yeah. So for this day, beings are probably definitely looking to speak on what they know, speak on what they feel, and find ways to embrace those mysteries that are within you and communicate those who need to speak, right? Sun's ruling their chart, Sun's in the 12th, right? So some lights being shined upon in the home, or maybe bringing up things of what's hidden to bring you some value. So value what's hidden instead of brushing under the rug all the things that ye doesn't want. And with that, I'll yield the floor. Next up, we have a lunar Saturnian conjunction. All right, and this is occurring in the 8th house still, right? So some joint ventures here. So maybe a mother and an authority figure are coming together to initiate something, right? Or maybe the people could be feeling that a oneness on restricting themselves. So maybe someone loves sweets, on this day, they're like, hey, instead of, eating sweets, I want to eat some fruit, right? And making a balance in between that and really getting serious about their health, getting into the herbs, getting into exercising as well. And with that, I'll yield the floor. And finally, for this last day, we have a lunar Venusian trine. So beauty and harmony with the emotions. Luna's, still hanging out there in the 8th. Venus is in the 11th. So maybe we're seeing like a major get together on the group via the internet. Getting maybe like a global worldwide Zoom hold open. Maybe...
House party! Oh no, I'm joking.
Zoom party.
All right.
Right. Throwing a Zoom party. That sounds pretty cool, especially when you can't, physically make it to somewhere. So maybe it's hosting a Zoom painting sip or a Zoom, drawing class. Luna's in Pisces. So just feeling the emotions on the deeper level and just enjoying what one feels, and also at the same time being able to recognize what is coming up to deal with that. Sun's still ruling the ascendant, Sun's in the 10th. So possibly even speaking to those that know law in an intelligent tone and asking questions. And with that, I'll yield the floor.
Alrighty, y'all. We're here at the 14th now. For the 14th, alrighty, May 2023. Luna's there. Pardon me. The sun is there at 23 degrees, 22 minutes Taurus, right? 23 degrees is patience and toil, right? So do what you do, but watch my shoes. In other words, guys, be able to continue to do what it is that you do. Allow people to make moves how they're making moves. Stay in your lane. Be not upset and allow your creativity to be what it is, because you'll be recognized as the one who rules within the craft or the domain within which you do what you do. All right. So with that being said, I yield the floor. Happening about 3 hours and maybe 23 minutes after sunrise, we have a Luna-Uranian sextile here, right? Luna's there in Pisces at 19 degrees, 13 minutes, and 19 degrees, 13 minutes in Taurus. Within the 11th house is Uranus, right? So there's some accidental dignity to Uranus, while Luna is clearly in the sun's joy, right? Just reflecting its joy. So definitely giving some reflective joy to communications here. All righty. And this is being 4 houses, well, actually 3 houses away, is really speaking to the communication pertaining to how one has the higher learning to be able to stand amongst their peers. You may have to give a bit of a transformative speech. You may have to be one who toasts a grand occasion of some sort. Maybe it was the night before, and now that energy has culminated from the applying energy as it's termed, right? And you can now do that as well. However, 2 seconds, bro. Adobe thinks I'm just going to give up. I give up never. All right. So 2 seconds. Let me go and do this. All right. Is it there? It is there. So let's end that task, right? All right. So with that being said, really allow yourself, guys, to be those that can, have, again, some sincere growth in the sudden changes within yourself and be able to communicate that growth in a very intelligent tone. With that, I yield the floor. Next transit that I have going on, it is a sextile between luminaries happening about 1700 hours and 17 minutes approximately, right? So with that taking place, and this some people would call quote unquote Mother's Day, this 14th. However, celebrate mother every day, all righty, not just on some fiscal occasion, all righty, due to, some federal trade zone activities pertaining to commerce here. However, let's really look at what we're looking at here. So the sun, right, is taking its place within the 8th house, while Luna is clearly in the 5th, right? So again, keeping a lot of things close to home here, and as Luna is decreasing in light here, coming up to the new moon that's soon to happen. What the people can allow themselves to do is just be creative, all right? Allow your subconscious mind to really tie in with that inner child and really make sure that you can, be very childlike in, sharing with others that which is on your heart. Allow your subconscious mind to be very secure in itself, and don't take things that you may have dealt with that may have been shortcomings in your past really affect where you need to go now, because there are a lot of people who will make you feel comfortable, make you feel right at home. However, you have to show that you're willing to allow ideas to be shared so that you can grow from the knowledge that's poured out from others, as well as the knowledge that you have to share. And with that, I yield the floor. My next testimony is a trine between Luna and Mars. So it's a Lunar-Martian trine, having about 2200 hours and 30 minutes approximately. And what we can say here, guys, is we just got to have, some harmony between some ideal security, right? So when you have this is a self-esteem type of transit here, right? So again, it's a trine between Luna and Mars. Luna's there in the 3rd house in Pisces at 26 degrees, 51 minutes, and Mars is in the 7th house. Again, look, it's another 7th house Mars there, along with Venus, right? So what we can do is really allow ourselves to relate to those that are around us, right? Those that are local. Maybe you have to do something where you have to really show how, yes, you're different from your siblings. However, you can be accepted by being one who is being firm in who you are without the influence of what others may think if they see that you are completely being this being that you've decided to be, being the separate, singular, sentient being that you are away from them. However, you will see that there will be a sincerity that takes place in love, despite if people disagree with your decisions. You will see that despite the decisions, they will love you just because you are relatives, filial relatives. With that, I yield the floor. And lastly, we have a lunar conjunct Neptune. All righty. And this is taking place just about 26 minutes after that. All righty. So Luna is there, still in the third house. All righty. In the third house with Neptune. Make sure you're finding a way to really establish and institute some secure communication. All righty. With your loved ones. All right. Even when it comes to spirituality, really allow the spiritual choices. Like with that last transit, if someone has decided that they aren't clear, and if they're, for example, someone who has copper tone skin, but they insist on being Christian, even though we already know, and we've shared before, no one who has copper tone skin could ever really competently be Christian ever. It's impossible. However, if people haven't done their research and their study, what you can actually communicate is just some real clear communication to be able to get your point across. Let's say you are a Moorish American who has really studied and studied well. And you can be able, instead of, using certain terminologies that will close their ears and make them not be able to receive what it is you communicate, utilize the principles pertaining to what it is that you want to communicate to them using the own characters from their, so-called spiritual book to be able to show a point that's universal. Because 9 times out of 10, what hasn't been instituted with those that are close to you, including, like, again, it's in the third house, could be dealing with siblings, brothers and sisters, could be dealing with someone in your local neighborhood, right? And what you can show is, at the end of the day, even when someone has a church mindset, you actually have a much wiser mind than they by being able to show some things that they've never considered. However, do it in a fashion where they'll feel comfortable about making the changes necessary for themselves so they don't feel like an idiot for being proud, because pride falleth before the destruction. And with that, I yield the floor to my beloved brother in whom I'm well pleased, Brother Sean Alim L. Islam.
Islam, bro, yo. All right. Here we go. All right, May 15th for the moon day. So make sure you check out Intuition Monday. Not really sure what we're going over that. Probably the new moon would be actually no, because we're doing that Monday.
I'll let you know. Go and do your thing.
Yeah, so sun's at 24 degrees for the sunrise. Right. Doing some breath work for this day, possibly. If you like. What we got?
Korean new moon.
Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, look, sun's ruling the 4th house now. So there's gonna be a lot of value being shined upon the home, and at the same time, possibly a lot of things that probably needs to come out, right? So tomato, as above, so below. All right. A lot of things been shown, but just showing some love and showing some value. So maybe someone's gonna treat someone. Maybe someone, is going to start some strength training, whatever fashion that you would like to do, just showing the value, love, and beauty within your home and within yourself, and embracing full circle moments that could be coming pertaining to one's life or pertaining to someone else's life. And with that, I'll yield the floor. And what we have up first, occurring before sunrise, is the lunar ingress into Aries. Right, and this is occurring in the 12th house. Would you looky astro cookie? Interesting. All right, so we know that 4th house deals with mindset, right? And we think about our self-identity or just how we approach. And when we think about the 12th house, this is just things that are hidden. Limiting beliefs or the institution. So looking to break out of the emotional and mental institution that is holding you back. Whether that's internal or external, that's how you take upon it, right? Mars is chart ruler. Mars is hanging right there on the 5th. Standing guard for the 5th house cusp there. So maybe launching some projects here. with that, or maybe looking to just further secure something for one's home, one's family, one's lover. And yeah, just starting new and moving forward. Now that the energy, one's feeling more energized after coming out of the dreamy moon in Pisces, now one's looking to charge and move forward. With that, I'll yield the floor. Next up, we have a lunar Plutonian sextile. Right, so this is a growth opportunity here to transition from past emotions that one has let go. Luna's still hanging out there in the 12th. Pluto is in the 10th house here. So yes, having a growth opportunity when one is coming across ideas that might challenge their emotions here, or challenges their insecurity that they have been in. So you know, if you're looking to transition and move past things that, you know, need to be let go of, here's your opportunity. Here you go. Pluto in the 10th and that Aquarius retrograde here. So this is within here. Pardon me. Yeah, really let go, new beginning. So are you open to something new? Maybe someone wants to try something new they haven't before. Maybe cooking a new dish in the home or trying out some new electronics here. Or just Mars at the 4th. You know, just trying some new things is pretty much I will say, and taking that opportunity to grow from trying new things instead of being stuck on the same things. So shaking out of the same routine, shaking out of the same family mindset or foundation. With that, I'll yield the floor. Yes, baby, what is it? Yeah, that trash can. Don't be looking at me. Gosh. All right, so next up we have a Martian Neptunian trine. Interessante. Neptune is there in the 9th house, and Mars is in the 1st. Right. So we know that Mars deals with drive or aggression for some. Neptune deals with illusions, institutions. So this here is harmony, but don't let the harmony get to your head. But make sure that you are doing things to keep stepping forward and moving ahead here. So possibly, you know, someone's seeing things for what they are, in some fashion, especially when it comes to higher knowledge. 9th house is travel, higher knowledge, religion, and priests. So maybe someone is seeing the illusions that they have been under and caught up under. Luna's chart ruler, Luna's in the 10th. So this deals with career and long term here at 20 degrees. So yeah, there's some mystery here when it comes to things that have been hidden that you can be open to and embrace. And it might be painful, but hey, no pain, no gain, as that song says. And with that, I'll yield the floor. And the final aspect for Monday is a lunar Venusian square. All right, we have Luna in the 5th. We have Venus in the 8th. Who? I'm about to say, I thought I heard some echo. You know, every time I hear that, I take my opportunity to. Yeah. This is a 5th and 9th. I mean, pardon me, 5th and 8th. Damn, bro. Once again, drop that again. Anyways, this is fire and water here. So there could be some steamy things going on here. Really just don't let, I'll just say this. Love conquers all. And when one is, you know, feeling hot-headed or worked up, you know, just take some breath work and some practices. Okay. And just really don't let the emotions, you know, feel you or take you over, but you can find some stimulations and seeing the beauty in some things. So maybe you know, making a project with one's partner. Maybe y'all want to do a painting project together, or, you know, something around the house, right? Mars is chart ruler. Mars is in the 9th. So yeah, letting love and studying together really, you know, connect you on a deeper level rather than just physical touch. You know, possibly taking a train ride somewhere for some, you know. And with that, I shall yield the floor to my bro.
All righty, Islam for the 16th here. All righty, for the 16th, it is happening at sunrise. Pardon me. I didn't. You know what? Hold on. Wait 1 second. That was on me. 2 seconds. Let me hit the zero for conjunction. Now let me hit the next. It should take us to about 5:57-ish for sunrise for the 16th, just to make sure. 5:57 and 2 seconds. All right, 0500 hours, 57 minutes and 2 seconds Eastern, or 5:57:02 anti-meridian Eastern. All right, and it's taking place there at about 25 degrees, 18 minutes. All right, 25 degrees is one being autocratic and unscrupulous, right? Death of a partner, right? A bad reputation also. And we're not doom and gloom astrologers, just that's about 25 degrees. That's about 25 degrees Taurus. All righty, and with that being said, what one could really see is that maybe we just need to clean house. That's all. Just allow yourself to be one who can be able to stimulate a means for the fascination and denial and the creativity in the home to, be quelched. All righty. Really allow higher self to be the leading partner within self. And with that, I yield the floor. The only testimony for now is the fact that Jupiter ingresses Taurus. That's it. That's the only aspect happening on the 16th. The Jupiterian ingress. That's pretty regal of Jupiter. Jupiter's like, I am the only one on this day who has anything.
You better respect the hoe.
It's almost like there would be no testimony if Jupiter wasn't ingressing on the 16th, bro.
Interesting.
Right? We would just be talking about sunrise. You know what I mean? Like that's what it would have been, right? However, Jupiter is ingressing. Looky, Astro Cookie. Jupiter's doing it in the 9th house.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, look at that. Collectively speaking, from our perspective here in the Baltimore Corporation, Maryland State Republic, Jupiter is ingressing Taurus within the 9th house. I think that is amazing under Mars's dispositorship there in Cancer. I think that is really awesome to see because Mars is just really bringing some ideal nurturing that can be shared. And then it can, that ideal nurturing, because from where Mars is, Jupiter is 11th to the 11th, because the 9th house is 11th to the 11th house. So here, what we can really do is really expound upon the things that we're actually sharing, leading us away from our comfort zone, going towards our soul's destiny, and just being able to really thoroughly communicate the sudden changes that are necessary to shine a light on some higher learning, that we can be able to communicate to people actively, showing that they possess some fortune within themselves and can move out ideally and actively on their own ideals. And with that, I yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I'm well pleased, wrapping it up with the 17th, right? Because there is a song. I got you, bro. No worries. I already know I got this pen title in my hand, man. So I'm gonna knock it out.
Indeed, that Jupiter ingress, man, threw me off. I was just listening. Like, oh wow. I'm like, oh snap! I ain't do sunrise.
Yeah, man. It's like wowzers, weezers, woozers. That's the only thing that's happening on a Tuesday. So that's pretty good, man. However, I yield the floor to you, bro. Islam,
right? We got the sun at 26 degrees Taurus, right? If you check that out, it is fortune by marriage here.
Look at that matrimonial fortune.
Matrimony, hey. So, don't be looking to go into matrimony for a bag, but truly value those that are going into that. But let's see, it's more Mercury out of retrograde. Hey, yeah, you're actually in the clear to do that. Mercury not being a retrograde, only retrograde planet is Pluto. So, any big events, plannings, proposals, and that sorts, as a go, is a green light, as they would say 26 degree, finding some new values in the partner. And maybe even someone's gonna find something old. I don't know why I'm getting at, like something old, or maybe something they forgot about and dust it off. And it's like, yo, look at this. I found grandma's record. Hey, look at this. And go put on the record, and it's like do. And it's like, an all new love and exploration of some sorts, right?
I want to ask real quick, bro. You're correct. Mercury went station direct at 5 degrees 50 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, and Taurus, that was on the 14th, right? On what was said right? And then Mercury will be out of its retrograde shadow on the 31st May, right? And the shadow is not really a shadow. It's just that Mercury went station retrograde at about 15 degrees, 37 minutes in Taurus, went station direct at 5 degrees, 50 minutes. So it really started slowing down before the station retrograde at 5 degrees, 50 minutes, all righty, in Taurus. Apparently went retrograde at 15 degrees Taurus, 37 minutes. Then went station direct at 5 degrees, 5 minutes Taurus. And once it hits 5 degrees, 38 minutes, it will be outside of that range from 5 degrees Taurus, 50 minutes to 15 degrees Taurus, 37 minutes. It will be outside of that range on the 31st May, 2023. And I think that's happening, I think at 3:55:23, around 3:55 post meridian. I'll double check that. We will see. Maybe we'll do a post or go in on that once Mercury's out of its shadow and what we could, see for people to actually happen, what they could look for. Maybe we'll go live, we'll do a post or something, bro. I'll think of it. And with that, I yield the floor, bro. You want to go to the next aspect?
Indeed. Yep. Occurring before sunrise, right?
The Mundo.
Just a little tad bit is Luna square Mars here. So right, maybe an emotional challenge between what you feel and what you want to do. Right. So just finding stimulation and finding practical solutions, step-by-step details. Yeah, just taking, maybe checking out the foundation, checking things out and okay, what am I doing? What do I need not to do? What's working, what's not working? Is it me or is it really something kind of unseen force? Luna's in at 12, so probably meditate on it, right? Let's do some breath work here and allow what comes up to bring you that clarity that you are searching for. Mars is in the 4th in the home, so maybe it has to do with some past life, family traditions or patterns or those type of things that you could not be aware of, but doing that breath work and asking questions, maybe talking to one's grandmother, grandparents, paternal, maternal, and paternal, just asking some questions on the family tree. And with that, I'll yield the floor.
Interesting. Is in the middle of that 7 point stellium, Neptune, part of Spirit, Chiron, Jupiter, North Node, and Mercury. Luna's right in the middle of that. All 7 of those are in the 12th house, man. I think that's interesting. I yield, bro.
Islam. Luna goes away to course here for 3 hours, 17 minutes.
Right.
So no major purchases during this time. Just hold out. So that ye will not be disappointed with one's purchase. And so now we have the lunar ingress, looky, and the 11th house. Man, I'm just seeing like a lot of get-togethers, maybe some celebrations, or gifting long distant friends some things. Possibly even wanting to donate or give something to charity of some sort. Just being humanitarian and just valuing what one has, and if you have it, give it to others that need it, and not really kind of being in a hoarding sense, right? And Luna's also really not ascendant, so something something comes up to give something or even get rid of some things, maybe giving some things to Goodwill, like old clothes that you don't wear, or gifting some young children some kind of technology of some sort, like old video games, right? Maybe someone's gonna give someone like an old PlayStation or something, just something that you don't really use, but you found value in, and now you can pass that down and give it to someone else and let them enjoy those things in their own way. And now that you're, giving something away, being a humanitarian and not just trying to gain in a sense, you'll be able to gain something as well, especially a memory of some sort. Possibly also too, some groups, something valuable in the group. If you work within a group setting, some things that bring value, especially to your emotions. So maybe someone's, hyping you up and, telling you all the good things that you need, that you already know about yourself, but sometimes your mind might tell you different. So that now you're having this emotional support here. And with that, I will yield the floor. And I'm pretty sure probably, Luna and Jupiter will be ingress still in that, that conjunction should be happening in the 11th. And so this is really a new beginning. Look, 0 degrees. This conjunction is occurring in the 11th house. So yeah, this is like new networks here, new groups occurring and opening up. It's really beautiful. Making new friends too, I'm seeing, and possibly taking what one feels and not, letting emotions be the ruler, but let the higher truth be the ruler, right? Prophet Nuhudra Ali said he wants us to know the truth and the divine truth here. So now with Jupiter being that divine truth and Luna, your emotions or just your intuition, being the truth, you're able to combine that and expand upon that in a beautiful sensation. And with North Node there in the 4th house too as well, man, we're really seeing a lot of improving technology here. Like an expansion of technology, possibly I probably want to say like architecture too. Maybe like building houses in new ways or doing something new, but you're really able to take the things that you used to do or the beliefs that you used to have and now have faith in something that is bigger than you and unseen and expand upon that. And really, start to be of service to yourself and to humanity and start bringing this universal sense and purpose to your career and also to those who seem to be in authority, right? You can now bring this valuable truth and, give them, well, it's pretty much like, I know that so now you can't play me anymore. Kind of like a card shark game, right? When someone's cheating you, instead of beating them up or shooting them, instead of harming another, you learn how to play their game and beat them at their own game. And with that, I'll yield the floor.
Man, that North Node is definitely there. A part of it again. And 11th house stellium at 4 degrees Taurus. Man, you're right. Jupiter, Luna's North Node, Mercury, and the Sun,
and Uranus, and the Sun. Yeah. So definitely. Yeah, it's beautiful. Like I think the song "Happy Days" last time. Yeah, there's just a lot of good things coming. So really, just as they would say, get out of your fifis and just allow it to be open to receive and be joyful.
Islam.
Regardless. What would I say? We got a Luna, Pluto, Plutonian square. Right, Luna's still hanging out there in that 11th house, and now Pluto's in the 7th. So yeah, we went from our philosophies. Now we were able to come into a stimulation of our emotions and letting go of things. Pardon me. Probably like even a rebirth here of some sort, maybe in a relationship, right? Or just the contacts or even equality. And now that the people are slowly but surely, waking up and becoming aware to things, now they can really start to have a falling out of things that doesn't work, and possibly even a transition of like things online, like even like old technology or like social awareness, like those that, matter of fact, I'm gonna say that too. That woke culture shit is gonna decline, especially those that are not truthful or that only would like to tell the half truth. And now that you can really feel it, right? And if you couldn't really put your finger on it, now things are starting to become more clear as to what things are and what they're not, right? So like having like Scooby-Doo investigation, right? So maybe someone close or around you or that you had faith in was playing you the whole time and you just couldn't see it. But now like the mask is off. I ain't talking about the future song. But now you're able to see like the cycles and things that you probably couldn't see at first. Maybe someone pointed out and you didn't want to see it, but now it's becoming so apparent that you cannot ignore it. And now you have to ask yourself, to be in this present moment, but what does one really want for the future? And how can one be open to receive their hopes and wishes? With that, I'll yield the floor.
Forgive me, I made a mistake and hit that too soon. However, here we go.
Oh, would you looky? Huh, bro, Jag had a 6th house, got away. Anyways, bro.
Yo, you're hilarious.
We have a lunar lunar Mercury conjunction, right? This is beautiful, right? Mercury's out now at retrograde, so I'm receiving some communication of some sort. Whether it be from one's mother, one's family, possibly even from the children, or maybe one's consort is bringing some sort of communication or plan, or maybe she even thought about this. This is maybe some communication that's coming that has been well thought out, that they found valuable, and they had to come step proper, right? Mercury's in the 9th, so this is some higher learning here. Possibly someone's bringing something foreign here, or is looking to move you, maybe take you to a new university, or like take you, quote unquote, out the country, right? To see something new, possibly for studies or work or photography of some sort. And now that, Mercury's at that retrograde, even writing a book of some sort, or, getting into the poetry. And with that, I'll yield the floor. We got next a lunar Saturnian sextile. Hey.
Just 30 minutes after the last one we just went on.
Right, 30 minutes of what they call half an hour. We got Luna and Saturn. Become aware of your power. This the flash testimonies come from 7 Hill Star. Oh, Luna's in the 6. Oh, not again. Open your eyes and look and see. Everybody ain't truly a friend.
You're
right.
Right.
Yeah, Saturn's just barely in that 4th. Right? Luna's still in the 6th house, so we know that 6th and 4th is home service. Luna, emotions, mother. Saturn, discipline, restrictions. So this is just a group opportunity to be disciplined on the things that you restrict out of your life, and be open to the things that help you grow your life, right? It's like, planting seeds, learning how to water it and take care of it. And that's like either, physically, metaphysically, spiritually, or on a soul level, really giving growth to the things that you value, and letting that water your life. 6 degrees, let's see, Virgo. Yeah, let's roll that. Man, Mars rolling that chart again, accidental dignity in the 8th. And wow. And that mutual reception. No, it's Venus. So yeah, really finding some beauty, value, and harmonies. And being able to really truly see that. And Jupiter's final dispositor for Saturn in the 4th, Jupiter's in the 5th. So there's some expansion that's about to occur for the next year. So you're really able to start building upon the foundation that one has been laying for themselves, and now really starting to see things come to manifest. And with that, I yield the floor. And this is the last one. Yeah.
I didn't do that. I hope it's going to change, because it said something and I didn't mean to do that. Whatever happened.
Let's see. So come on. Yeah,
there we go. 9:09:45 post meridian. So we're good.
All right. So finally we got Jupiter Plutonian square. 2 of the outer planets. Interesting, right? Jupiter's in the 5th. The 5th, Pluto's in the 2nd. Once again, so new beginnings here. Let's see, 0 degrees, Aquarius is homicide, 0 degrees, Taurus is powerful in combining old techniques and new applications. So yeah, what one's life was or used to do is no more. If you're really open to that, this is like a door opening opportunity, or multiple doors being open. It's do you want to step into a new life, or continue doing the same things and just really being comfortable? And you feel it on the internal side, especially with Aquarius, right? As being like liberation, right? So this is like internal liberation with outer applied principles and optimism and luck. So this is opportunity to find stimulation and a new door is opening, and not looking to hold on or, to stay in places that no longer serve you. And Jupiter is ruling the ascendant, and also over the 4th house. So yeah, there's some changes. Maybe someone's about to move of some sorts. Maybe someone's about to move, or get some kind of deal, kind of like a photo director or something like that. Opportunity to do something and travel for photography, or photography and travel, and start taking more photos. For those that love to take photos, right? 8 degrees Sagittarius, yeah, and man, I'm getting like something like Ghost, maybe some new episode like Ghost Hunters, or like, kind of like haunted places or movies going to come out, or, kind of like a TV show or something like that. Just be open to embracing the unknown, and, get comfortable in the unknown, as the unknown will be, pardon me, what's that quote? It's like fortune favors the bold, or, something like in that fashion. So, just being bold and knowing that one is always supported and protected, and that to get to the next level, you got to do things to get you to the next level, and just, not doing the same things. And with that, I'll yield the floor.
Islam, broski doski. I'd like to thank all of you that have joined us. Let me go and check the chat here and see all that have joined us since Open 642, and John Alexander and Mother Sahar. Let's see who else is here, because we're about to go on over to the jurisprudence gym, right? Malika's got a class going on for about an hour now, right? But we're going to go and check, because we know she's sharing some things about her, so-called court cases that she's working on. So we're going to go and check that out. Indeed, Mary, we love you too. See, Mary Bagnashi is there too. Did you say Mary was here, man?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, indeed, Mary, we love you too. She says she resonates with all that we teach. Indeed. Mother Sahar was laughing at something that we've probably said. Mary says you speak truth from sound minds on solid grounds of God's law. Thank you, Mary. Indeed, we appreciate that. That's why I said we're not being mean. Clearly, our Albion sons and daughters can see that we're not being mean. A lot of Albion sons and daughters, they know, especially if they grew up in like lodges, like you got Jacob's daughters or Job's daughters or Japheth's daughters, which is like these junior Eastern stars for the Albion daughters, or you got these junior Masons, which, I've been approached, like when I was a part of the Police Athletic League's youth choir. Major Alvin Winkler had asked my mom for me to be a part of the equestrian, things, so to speak. When I was 8 years old, my mom was like, "No, I hear Masons as a cult." But look at me now, Ma. Like, what I'm saying?
Oh, like, look at you now.
Oh, what I'm saying? Look at me now. However, my mom's clear on it. And I even had a conversation with my mother before. I was like, it's funny. Remember when I was 8 and you was like, no, you can't. I couldn't go with the Masons to the equestrian thing. When I'm like, look at me now. It's like certain Masons I have to give, like, if they let me know that they're traveling, then I'll give them permission to put their fez on in my presence, even outside of their lodge. And they know I'm not being an asshole. I just tell the truth. So you guys can really consider being Moorish American for real, and not for the seeming like benefit of telling people what to do or controlling something. Because I would not be given what I'm given in my mind or whatever it is that I possess physically if I wasn't responsible. I'm highly responsible. And I take care of not only my brothers, but anyone else that's actually in need. It's a lot of people that Seven Hill Star take care of. We just don't talk about it, nor do we have to share every success story. Trying to tell you, it's a lot of people who we assist, seriously, and we put our own bread behind a lot of shit. Honestly, especially the Sag Mom sons. We're gonna keep that there. All right. So with that being said, Who else says what? JL says Islam, love, truth, peace, freedom, justice, DJ. I create says great day airs. Indeed, I create great day to you also. Mother Janelle Blash L says Islam brothers. Brother Dirk Blash Bay says Islam, everyone. Brother Dirk says, say it. Brother Dirk saying something. Open 642 says gratitude. Guys, those of you that are going to check out Malika's live, I'm not sure if it's the regular number or she posted somewhere else in PMAP, but if you're part of PMAP, you got to see if it's there. Great. If you're in the Telegram group and she posted in Telegram, great. I got to find out which one it is. So we're going to check that out and probably be a part of the group unless she's out. But I know she's taking 2 hours, so we'll at least catch the last hour. But it's always recorded and posted. So like Monday, I wasn't there because I was hanging with my loved ones. But I know later that evening and on Tuesday morning, I caught the rest of class before going into class on Tuesday, so I could just be abreast of it all. However, at the end of the day, guys, we appreciate everything. Go to 7heelstar.com, sign up for our email list. If you haven't, share this with your loved ones. Tell them to sign up. Make sure they schedule a mirror AstroLiteracy session with either I, Brother Sean, Brother Corey, or Brother Terrell. All righty, you can still get your AstroCivics concept corrections also. All righty, just sign up for that too. And when you guys get a chance, right, make sure that when you receive the email from us with signing up for our email list, make sure it's not in your spam. Let your email application know, hey, 7 Hillstar emails aren't spam. So you stop it, you email application, you. All right, and with that being said, no more questions, comments, and or suggestions. Let me ask questions, comments, and or suggestions going once. Questions, comments, and or suggestions going twice. This is where we say, be yourselves and donate. All right. No more questions, comments, and or suggestions going thrice. We will see you in Malika's class. Remember, Malika also has the Friends in Law as she does every Tuesday and Thursday. This is just her May Madness that's going on for every Monday through Friday. So that's why on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, she's having these 2-hour sessions to kind of go over different people's court cases and court strategies. All righty. So with that being said, guys, we love you all. This is where we say namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, 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 y'all. Peace and love. Peace. You know when Daddy finished, don't you, Bucky?
Yeah, fine. I need to go pee.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You just know what it is. You just want to be pet and rub. All right, man. Peace.